Hello, good evening, people. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live now. Good evening, beautiful people. Welcome to Sabi Oga Challenge. Thank you for joining us at this time. Um, this is a program that supports artisans and business people and promotes skill work. We all know that skill plus sense is equals to standard, and that's what we're promoting on this show. Welcome on board. Um, Sabi Oga Challenge is powered by Way of Work Nigeria Limited. Today, we have the Baker's edition of Sabi Oga Challenge. And it's my pleasure to introduce our contestants for today. Our contestants are people who have um, good knowledge of baking and they have the requisite experience um, when it comes to baking. So we're going to see which of them sabi pass. That's the cocoa of this program. You know, we have two people who are in the same line of work, and they are going to prove to you, our audience, which of them is better in this line of work. We're going to ask them a couple of questions, and from there, we will see as it will be, you know, the Niger way. So welcome once again. Now I'm going to allow my contestants to introduce themselves. They will tell us their names, their business names, their social media handles, and then we can take it from there. Any other information that they want us to know about them. So I will start with Jenny's Place. Please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Janet. Um, my business name is Jenny's Place. I live in Oyo State, Nigeria, Department. Okay, please, what other question?
Okay, Jenny's Place, I think you need to speak up a bit. It seems the volume of your mic is a bit low. Can you try it again or speak up and then introduce yourself once again?
Okay, sorry. Good evening, everyone. My name is Janice. My business name is Janice Place, Oyo State, Ibadan, and my social media handle the Janice Place on Instagram.
All right, thank you very much, Janice. Please,
Can you hear
now
me?
we go over to Jume Concepts. Please, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, my name is Adedoyin Olajumoke, CEO of Jumine Concepts. I've been in this business for close to, I think, 20 years now, and I'm into different confectionaries such as cakes, pies, chin chin, small chops, anything that has to do with flour. Thanks for having me.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you very much for joining us, Janice Place and Jumai Concepts. So, we're going to be asking you a couple of questions that would be around how you're able to manage your business. You need to convince people, you know, viewers at home, viewers from all over the world, they are watching now, and I can see some of them have started putting their comments. So you are going to convince them on why they need to vote for you to win this. Like we said, it is winner takes it all, and we have 100K that is up for grabs. So we're going to asking you a couple of questions centered around time management, budget control, scope of business, quality control, and process consistency. So um, I will be starting with you, Jenny's place. The first question, I'll give you a scenario, then I'll come up with a question. Um, for each question, you have 2 minutes to answer it. So the first scenario, you both of you will respond to each of the scenarios. So please listen very carefully. But I'm starting with you, Jenny's place. So listen to this. You have a client who has ordered 5 dozen cupcakes, and the event is 3 p.m. So you planned your baking schedule, but midday, now, the Niger way, now so NEPA take light, so light went off. You know, you maybe let's assume you have a backup generator, but the backup generator also, disappointed you, the oven disappointed, and you still have a batch of this cake that is not baked yet. So you have not completed the baking, and you have to meet up with 3 p.m. Um, time. So now, how do you adjust your time plan such that you're able to save the order and still deliver quality before 3 p.m. without panicking, and without cutting corners? We don't support that here. So how will you handle this scenario? Jenny's please, you can go.
Okay. Um, Firstly, I'll say God will help me because of our situation in Nigeria. NEPA might disappoint, and again, you said if there's no power supply, like personal power supply by using gen. Sorry, are you seeing my face?
Yes, yes, we are with you. Although your network is a bit unstable. Well, Jenny's place is off. I think our network ha.
Okay.
Let's see what happens while we wait for Jenny's place to come back to us. I will go over to do my concept. So you heard what I just said. Can you respond to this? How would you handle this kind of situation?
All right. In okay, this baking industry and Nigeria situation is not helping us in aspects of electricity. But what I do in um, times like this, I usually have all my ingredients on ground. I have ingredients, even if a customer calls me in the middle of the night that they need a cake to be delivered in the morning, most times I'm always able to deliver because I have my ingredients always on ground. Then issues like this in the aspect of NEPA taking light, there's something we call batter, which is butter and sugar. This is the most difficult aspect of our work. That's the mixing aspect, which requires electricity. So most times when there's light, I mix as many as possible. I store them in my bucket because batter can last for as long as possible, as far as there's nothing that's tampered with it that may contaminate it. So I always have my batter intact so that when customer calls at any time, I don't have issues running around even if there's no light. And also I have different let me say 2 types of mixers that can contain, even if I have to use my inverter or my solar, I have a little mixer that can help me work with that. So even if the generator is not working, the solar is always there with the help of my little mixer. Meanwhile, I have done the bulk of the job before using electricity. That is, my batter is always ready and available to use at any time. So that's how I use. And to the glory of God, I have never disappointed any customer. I have never disappointed any customer, to the glory of God.
Okay, okay. So that means your backup also has a backup. That's what you are telling us now.
Yeah.
So Despite
Yes.
your having NEPA, you have generator, you have solar, you have inverter. In fact, you are ready for Nigeria. So this is
Yeah.
to say that for our viewers that are watching us, you know that for business you have to be ready at all times. You have to be proactive, like Jumai Concept has told us now. She ensures that she plans ahead for for this kind of situation, and then so that she's not caught off guard at any point in time. Okay, so are you saying that even if NEPA takes light while you are baking, because we are not even talking about mixing, we are talking about you have mixed it, it's in the oven already, and then there is no electricity. So how do you cope with that?
I use gas. I use gas. My industrial oven uses gas for baking.
Okay.
And yes, and when I'm baking, even if, okay, though I'm not using electricity for my oven, I use gas. And let's assume the gas goes off, which it has several times. I always have backup for my gas cylinders. I have two gas cylinders for my oven just in case, because our gas can just go off at any time, even without notice. So when that happens, I have my extra cylinder on ground, and I fill it up again just for cases like that.
Oh wow. So you are a Boy Scout, always prepared. Your backup has a backup. That's good to know. And this is quite encouraging for artisans and business people in Nigeria. We have a lot to learn in terms of preparedness, in terms of time management, and being able to respond to this kind of situation. Yes, we have lost connection with our second contestant, Jenny's Place. We hope she'll be able to join us back. So Jenny's Place, if you are listening, or if you have any of the viewers who can reach out to Jenny's Place, we are very much looking forward to having her back. So in the meantime, we will go on to the next scenario for Jumai Concept. So while we are waiting for Jenny's Place to be back, I want to also inform viewers for you to vote. We have two contestants. We have Jumai Concept and we have Jenny's Place. So one of them is going home with 100K tonight. No shaking, no nothing they happen. That 100K must land bam for somebody account this night. So is it going to be Jenny's Place? Is it going to be Jumai Concept? You, the viewers, will decide that. So for you to vote, just type in any of our social media handles. All you need to do is type hashtag Sabi Oga. Then in front, you put the name of the contestant you are voting for. So if it's Jumai Concept, you type hashtag Sabi Oga, then Jumai Concept. If it's Jenny's Place, you type hashtag Sabi Oga, then Jenny's Place. So we expect Jenny's Place to join us back as we move on. Jumai Concept, me, I don't understand what is happening. No, are you sure you are not the one that is remoting Jenny's Place
At
network like this?
all, at
Me,
all,
I don't
at all.
understand. Though. This is her way. She just dey talk, she just disappear. Anyway,
No,
we hope that
the network
she's able
is
to resolve.
actually bad. I was supposed to use inside.
Okay.
You can see me using outside my house just because of the network. It took me time to connect to.
Okay. I can see your dog is also voting for you in the background there. That's a
Yes,
good
so
one. All right, so we go straight to the second scenario now. So this particular scenario borders around budgets and cost control. So you need to prove to us and prove to our viewers how you manage um, a situation like this. For Nigeria, everybody wants the best, but most times people are not willing to pay for the best. So
yes,
you have a customer that insists on using imported butter,
yeah,
premium toppings, but the budget she gives you not even reach half of the cost. So imagine somebody is asking you to come up with a product that will cost, let's say, 200,000 naira, and the person is offering to pay you 100K for that job, and she wants that same quality.
Quality.
So, how do you handle cost control and honest customer conversation without losing business or losing money? So, let's hear you.
All right. For those that know me very well, I don't just increase my price anyhow. If the situation or the condition,
What of those that don't know you? Because you say those that know you very well. People that
yes,
are
that's
viewing
what I'm
you, not
trying to
everybody that
prove
knows
my
you.
yes. That's what I'm
So you
trying
need
to
to
prove
convince
my
them.
point that yes,
Okay.
I'm not just the type that just inflates price on my product anyhow. If the economy does not warrant it, people as in my comeback customers always know that, and if they notice any price in my products, I try to explain to them. Reason is because I buy my maybe because of my distance to town, I buy most of my ingredients, I have them on ground. So that alone, it has helped me to reduce the cost of buying ingredients at a high cost. That is one. Then secondly, I've had customers that choose the type of ingredient they want me to use, which I don't use ordinarily. So I go and make my costing and I get back to them without adding anything meanwhile, because I know I already have my service charge in my already my price already. So I give them the price of what are as in their required or their requested ingredients. I give them the price, and if they are okay with it, I go on with it. And if they insist, most times I just give them the list, and I also give them the price and even direct them to where they are going to get it. They should go and get the ingredients by themselves. I will help them to do the job and deliver as they want. And if any of their ingredients is remaining, most times I return it back to them. So that's what I do most of the times. And there's even one that happened around August. A customer ate my cake from another no, somebody ate my cake from a customer, and they were like, oh wow, we like this cake, blah blah blah. And the person had to tell them that this cake is not just the ordinary fruit cake. I was the one that went to buy other ingredient that she's going to add to them, and she tried to explain to them, and that person was also okay with it, and they got all the other extra ingredient that I don't use before, which I delivered, and I delivered it to my customer. So that's it. I don't know if I've
Ah,
answered the question.
well, me, I don't know. It's the viewers that will decide whether you have answered it. Because for me, you don't talk plenty grammar, okay, but you never jam customer wey be say he will insist. This, they are
Ah,
very difficult customers. How do you handle that? As in, this is what they want, and this is what they can pay, and they expect you to still deliver what they want, irrespective of whether you buy your things in bulk or what. How do you manage? Yes, we have heard about how you manage your costs because you buy things in bulk, but that customer conversation, how are you going to manage that conversation in a way that
well,
you will be able to still keep that business and not compromise on your.
most times I'm always sincere with them, and maybe because of the type of person I am, when I give people my price and they don't want to admit, I just let them go. They are the ones that come back. Maybe I
Be right
also
now.
tell them to ask other,
Okay.
they should try and compare price. They should not just stay or stay with me alone. I tell them most times to compare price just for them to be convinced of what I have given to them. So with that, they will be able to either decide to stay with me or look for another customer. I've actually had or seen customers that go back, that go maybe because of that person's cost or because of the person's cheaper price, and they end up regretting it. Honestly, they come back telling me that
Okay. Okay. We don't
yes.
we don't
So
do we don't do we don't do we don't hear you. You don't do, you don't do, you don't do. Thank God, Jenny's place is back. Eh? Jenny's place. Every spirit
Thank
of network challenge die by fire, 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 fire. Oh yeah, let us pray. Fire, fire, fire. No more network challenge. So we are here to stay. Good. So I'll just quickly go through the second scenario that we just Jumai concept just responded to, so that you can also respond to it and tell us what you will do. So this borders around budgets and cost control. So now the scenario is this: you have a customer that is insisting on quality, imported, like you say, I want you to use imported materials, premium toppings, and all that. But the customer is not willing to pay for that quality. But the customer wants that quality, but is offering you half of the price of that. So the question now is, how do you handle cost control and honest customer conversation without losing business or losing money, and without going back on quality? So how do you handle this scenario? Jenny's place, over to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Firstly, I will on that quality part. We all know that quality is better than quantity. So if they
Hmm.
want the quality, that means the quantity of their cake, whatever, maybe cake or anything they are offering for, will not be as big. As it's better we go for the quality than the quantity. So I'll try to explain to them that your money will not go far. Though I've added my own money from
Hmm.
my pocket for customers, because the customer was breaking the birthday cake for a child. So I said, okay, what if it's my child? So let's just leave the aspect of gain, 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 gain every time. Then by the time this work is delivered well and they see the taste, the quality, that can even bring more customers. That will even bring the gain of this. So in that aspect, I will go for the quality, buy the necessary material, and give them the best quality. So it might not be as big, except the person want. Okay, for instance, let's say a customer wants a size 10 cake, and your money cannot go far to that size 10. I'll tell you, let's do size 8 so that the quality will be there instead of going for the quantity. So that is it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So you always ensure that you don't compromise on quality. It's better to reduce the
Because
size.
I will not change my I won't change my hand, I won't change my recipe. It won't even happen. Because it's not possible for us to mix water with egg while baking. It won't work. So it's better to go for the quality and not
Very
the
true. Very
quantity.
true.
And make sure the work is coming out very nice as usual.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, viewers, just to remind us again, we have Jenny's Place, we have Jumine Concept. These are two well experienced professional bakers. They know their onions, and they are here tonight trying to convince us on which of them should wear the crown tonight and go home with 100K this night. So, oh yeah, I'll begin to vote. So they have told us, we have heard from them. And what do you think about what they have said so far? And who do you think deserves to go home with 100K? Also, viewers, you will also have your own time, of quiz. Before the end of this show, we're going to come up with a quiz for our viewers to also have the opportunity to be recognized in this show. So before the end of this show, we'll come up with the viewers quiz, and then you'll be able to put your answers to the quiz, and then we'll see who will win also from our viewers at home. Now, I go to scenario 3 for our contestants. But before we go there, I want to also remind our viewers that to vote for your favorite baker, all you need to do is type hashtag Sabi Oga and the name of uh, the contestant that you want to vote for. Hashtag Sabi Oga and then the name of the vote of the contestant uh, that is your favorite. Yes, so Jumai Concept, I start with you for this other scenario 3 now. This is talking about scope management. Uh, we are looking at how you're able to adapt to changes and in price and every other thing that goes around it. So now you agree to bake a simple vanilla birthday cake. You have a customer, you have agreed, I want a cake, I want a vanilla cake, simple, straightforward. But 2 days later, the clients now say, I want edible gold, 3 extra layer, photo printing, surprise sprinkler fountain, all those rishi to come with the cake. The same customer that has told you, I just want a simple vanilla cake before. Now, the customer wants all these things. And the customer, just like our previous customer, is still insisting on the same price that you have discussed before. So now, how do you handle this scope professionally without turning the job into charity? Because you know that yes, the better you're able to present your work to the person, it's also a source of advert for you. But in this case,
Yeah.
this person is not willing to pay more. So how do you handle this? Getting extra job on top of this job that you have had before. So Jumai concept, you can go ahead.
All right. I have a price list for all my products. And if there's anything extra, it's also included in my price list as a note that extra toppings, extra toppers, extra flowers, or anything accessory that is not inside the cake attracts extra cost. So after we have agreed with the cost, and if the customer comes back in 2 days to say he wants extra this, extra that, definitely the customer will have to pay extra charges to what he or she wants to add to it. And I will use um all my ability to convince the customer that these prices cannot, as in the price cannot remain the same. And I will try to explain to the person that the price cannot remain the same because these are extra toppings which is not included in the price that or the cost that we have discussed earlier. So that's what I will do. And if the customer
Okay.
insists that, yes, if the customer insists that that is what he or she wants, I think I will need to refund. Yes, I will need to refund so that because it may not work if there's anything extra apart from what we have discussed earlier.
Okay. So, Janice, please, let's hear from you.
In this case, if something like this happens, as we all know that sweet soup na money kill am.
That's so,
So
that's so.
if a customer wants an extra toppings on a job, definitely they have to add extra cost to it. Because as bakers, we know what we are facing. Cake ingredients is not like before, unlike that of 6, 7 years ago that we buy copper for how much now is time almost times 5 times 7. So if they want any extra cost, they have to add. We all know that. And if the person insists on using the same amount of ordinary vanilla cake on this extra cost is bringing, definitely the person, it will work. It will never work. So that's the person has to add extra amount to it so that the work will come out as she wants it.
Okay, now, so if you want more, you have to pay more. Like Jenny's place say,
Exactly.
Yoruba will say, "Ọbẹ̀ tó dùn owó ló pa." That's so it be. So we have to be willing to pay more. In Nigeria, we have a culture of not appreciating artisans and business people, and this program seeks to, change that. We need to value our artisans, we need to value our business people, we need to understand what they go through to deliver jobs. And so let's cooperate with them, so that they can continue to deliver quality for us. Now, and we all know, as we say in Sabi Oga Challenge, skill plus sense, it is equals to standard. You know, when we have an artisan that has the skill and has sense, standard will always come out of it. So let's cooperate with our business people at all times. Just to remind us again that this program, Sabi Oga Challenge, is powered by Power of Way of Works Nigeria Limited. And we have two people here tonight. Jenny's place is off again. Oh, hey, it is well. Oh. So we have Jenny's place and we have Jumai Concept, who have been speaking since we started this show to convince us, to show us that they are better when it comes to baking, you know. And so if you are going to vote for either of them, what you need to do is to type hashtag Sabi Oga, then the name of whoever you are voting for. Hashtag Sabi Oga and the name of whoever we are voting for. We are on all our social media platforms right now. We are live. You can vote in the comment section of any of the social media platform. Now, I go to the next scenario. This may sound very funny, but it happens real and real. We know say you get as it be. Sometimes you just have some customers that, as an artisan or as a business person, when you hear from them or when they do some things, you'll be like say make I carry pankere, make I give you some big things, but they say customer is always right. So now I want us to look at this very funny scenario. So you did a job for a customer, you have delivered the job, according to your standard, your normal standard, everything went well, you delivered the job. You got home, you were trying to relax, and then your phone rang, and you hear your customer, the customer that you just delivered the job to, and the customer says, my gate don't spoil, oh, it don't spoil, this is your work no good at all, the cake don't spoil now, cake where you give me, it don't spoil. In that state of confusion and you don't understand what's going on, you quickly carry your bag, maybe carry your car or call for Uber or carry your Okada, or if not to jog, you found your way to the customer's place, to look at it and confirm what exactly is going on. And as you reach there, now you see say, now this customer pikin, 4-year-old pikin, now he sit down on top cake, wake up, don't bend. But the customer has called you and said your cake is this, your cake is that. So maybe the customer is expecting your cake to be strong and bounce the baby up. So now imagine that kind of thing, and you get there and you discover that it was the customer's child that sat on the cake and pressed it. So what do you do? Imagine all the panic when you carry reach there. How would you handle that kind of scenario?
Okay. Though I've never experienced such, and I've seen similar situations online, but in situations like that, though, okay, I will share that scenario later. In situation like this, I can at first, I'm going to ask for the picture of the damage. Let me see the extent of the damage. Then, if it's something I can fix, then I will either go with
You are
extra.
not getting you. No, you are not getting me. No, not picture. You have gotten there physically, koro. You have seen it with your two koro eyes. You are there. You see the customer now. How do you handle the situation with respect to, without insulting the customer? The customer has put pressure on you that your product is bad at it, but you get there, you now find out that it's customers, issue.
Son.
But how do you handle it with respect and sense of humor?
No, sincerely, with all the stress I've gone through, I'm going to show my displeasure about it. I'll show my
Ah,
displeasure about it. Let her know
mm,
that that is not how to even, as in, approach me for instance, you don't just spoil or rubbish my efforts. So I will try and show my displeasure in that area. Then after that, I
Customer
will
is
look
always
for a
right
way
too.
forward.
Customer is always right too. You show your
But in your
displeasure.
scenario now, at least she will also know that it was her son's fault damaging the
Okay,
product. So
okay,
from there, we will now look for a way out on how to, as in, fix the situation so that the cake will be available for the event they need it for. Yes, but because anytime I'm going for any delivery, when I get there, I make sure I open it. Everybody should see that it was well delivered before I leave. That's what I do in most cases. So I will definitely show my displeasure, and that's it. Though
okay.
I
So
had one, yes, I had one issue that happened sometimes ago. I went to deliver this cake, but the toppers were not standing right because of the mode of transportation. It was a two-tier cake. So the toppers, I had to collapse them, that if anybody sees this topper, they will know how to fix it on the cake. On getting to my destination, the owner of the cake started calling and raking that this figure five, I said it should stand. Why are all the toppers sleeping? Why are they lying on the cake? I had to tell her that these toppers, they cannot I cannot deliver the cake with the toppers like this. They have to stand because they are also taking it to the child's school. So it will not even be easy for them to go to deliver it with the topper standing. So I had to explain to her that she just have to insert the toppers for them to stand right. And at the end of the day, she was the one apologizing because the approach she brought, it was as if, what's this nonsense and the rest. So after explaining to her, she came down and apologized.
it's
And she
okay.
have
Thank you,
patronized
thank
me
you.
over and ever again.
All right, thank you very much. Janice, please welcome back. Uh, so the scenario, I don't know if you got it before you went
Thank you.
offline.
Sorry, I was not
Um,
of it, so I have to
okay, so
I was
um,
not hearing your voice again. So I have to go offline and join.
okay, so let me just go through the scenario again. You know, it's a funny one, and this is something that can happen. Niger standard, you know, in Niger, you know, any customers can be so funny sometimes. And the scenario is that you did a job very well, you delivered the job, and you went back. You were at home, and you got a call from the customer shouting, "Hey, my cake don spoil oh, your cake don spoil, e don fall, e don bend, your work no good, you blah 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 blah," you know, and all sorts. You know the way customers can be sometimes. And then you quickly rushed down to the customer's place, only to see say na her 4-year-old pikin sit down on top of the cake wey the cake bend, and the customer is already blaming you for that. So now, when you get in there and seeing that, the question is, how will you handle that kind of situation? With respect to, you know, it's your customer. With respect, you know, with sense of humor, you know, without insulting the customer or spoiling your brand. So how would you handle that?
Okay. When the if I get this kind of call, of course, I have to be very ready. I can't just go to the customer's place and go and see the cake and say I'm coming back to the store. So the first thing to do is pick or some things, my tools to adjust the cake. So if I get to the place and see the scenario, of course I want to call attention to what I see that madam, this is what is happening. But nevertheless, no problem. I will have to help her to fix it because I was the one who baked the cake initially. So I have to the next thing is to start fixing it and help to cover all the open patches. And that should be the case because of course I won't abuse her. That why are you shouting on me? Why customer are always right? So we have something we call customer sovereignty. Customer are always right. I can't shout at any, even if the person is not my age mate. I can't return the words back to her. I will have to go there, pick some tools, and so I won't say it has happened to me. There was a cake one person called me for. So the cake was baked from Abuja as they were bringing it down to Ibadan. So they just called me to please because before the person could call me, the other person that I don't know, I did not know any that person. She wasn't my customer. So when they brought the cake to Ibadan, she just informed her neighbor that her sister's cake got spoiled on the way when they were coming from Abuja. This neighbor now introduced me. She has somebody that is very good that she can even help you to do the decoration very well to cover it to amend it. And it happens to be on Saturday. I was going for out evangelism. So I had to quickly go down for evangelism, come back and help them to fix it. And they were so happy because I've baked for my customers several times. I baked for our children's birthday. So when I got there, I helped them to amend it. And since then, this other customer has been patronizing me as a vendor. So there's okay. I don't have this kind of issue. Even if I want to deliver cake in another town because I travel to deliver cakes, I make sure I handle it very well. If I'm taking a cake far away, it has to be, fondant icing and that will stand well without spoiling and stuff like that. So if I have this scenario, if wisdom is profitable to direct, I can't, as a child of God, I can't raise my voice back. I have to do it. So we call the attention of the customer to this situation. But I can't. The fact is, I won't just go and see the cake. Cake spoil. Let me see. When I will go prepared, hold my tools, everything needed to. If it's butter icing I use, I will carry small part of a butter to do the
All right.
adjustment.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well said. Well said. Well said. So, my people, when I don't hear Amo, we have Jenny's Place and Jumai Concept. These are two professional bakers who have very vast experience in baking, and they have, they have been trying to convince us by answering the questions we are throwing at them to show, say, who sabi pass between the two of them. Is it Jumai Concept? Is it Jenny's Place? Which of them do you think has delivered on what's on your expectation of them? And we will go to the final scenario now. Just to remind us, our viewers, that for you to vote for any of these people, all you need to do is hashtag Sabi Oga, then the name of each of them, the name of any of them that you are voting for. So hashtag Sabi Oga, and then the name of any of them you are voting for. And then we also have quiz. Like I said earlier, we have quiz for our viewers. Um, um, my team in the background will begin to post the quiz on our social media handles now. So all you need to do for the quiz is fastest finger wins. Fastest finger wins. So you try and look at the questions and then answer them in the comment section as well. And then we'll pick um, those of you that will answer the questions correctly, and you'll be part of our top fans for today to be appreciated by Sabi Oga team. So thank you very much for staying tuned with us. We are getting gradually closer to the end of the show. So we'll just take the last scenario now, and then after that, we'll count the votes. So, as e be so, Jumai Concept no dey stage again o. What's going on? This issue of network, we got deliver us all. So, Jenny's Place, you are here now. The last scenario we're going to look at, that we're going to bring question from, is on quality control and process consistency. So, so we are looking at standard. It's about standard, how we are able to keep your standard and then deliver on your promises. So here is the gist. You bake 12 trays of meat pie for a corporate lunch. So when you are packaging them, you notice something. Some of them, their sizes, grey. The sizes are uneven. Some of them are burnt. If you notice that some are too brown, some are not brown. Some of them were not well seasoned. Maybe some of them at the edge, that parts where they do cron 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 parts for the meat pie now, maybe you notice that some parts don't fall off, or don't tear off. And you are supposed to get this order in 45 minutes. You are running out of time, but you have seen these deficiencies in the package. So now, how do you enforce quality control quickly, prevent inconsistency from reaching the clients and still deliver on time? So you don't want to, but you have seen these deficiencies in some of these meat pies. So how do you handle this? Yeah, Jenny, please, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Since I still have like 45 minutes, almost 1 hour, it's enough for me. If I notice something like this, so the next thing is, since it's not cake, of course, even if it's cake, I use my what's it called, my mixer, to quickly get my batter to do a new one. But since it's meat pie, so the next thing is to do a new batter quickly get the flour. Nowadays, we don't rely on NEPA again. So I use mixer in anything I do. So within the 45 minutes, prepare my batter, then quickly do another set of the real size I wanted for that lunch, for the delivery. So the next thing is to prepare my batter and bake, open my gas, on it, then bake out the other part of the meat pie I needed. So I believe within that 45 minutes, since it's up to 45 minutes, I'll be able to get what I wanted without wasting time and without disappointing my customers.
All right, thank you very much, Jenny, please. So, Jumai concept, you were off for a while. So the final question is on a scenario that you baked um, you baked 12 trays of meat pie for a corporate lunch. Then oh, Jumai concept is off again. It's off. It's off. It's off. All right. So, viewers at home, I hope you have for baker of your choice today. Voting will close in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So let's vote as much as possible. Don't just keep watching. Make sure you are voting. For you to vote for contestant of your choice, all you need to do is type hashtag Sabi Oga, then the name of the contestant that is your favorite contestant on the show. We have been having quite a lot of challenge with network with our contestants, but by and large, they have delivered. I believe they have delivered on what we expect of them. So it's time for us to count our votes. I am sure that my people are doing justice to that already. So in another 2 minutes, we should be able to get um, the votes in. So we will just give Jumai Concept the opportunity to respond to the last scenario, um, and then we close the program. We are in Jumai Concept. Are you with us? It seems this network is not cooperating. Okay, so we're running out of time. I'm sorry, we'll not be able to take Jumai Concept for the last scenario. I will just ask my people to quickly count the votes and then get back to us, and then who will be our winner for tonight. We had two artisans who are bakers who have come on the show tonight. We want to appreciate them. We have Jumai Concept and we have Jenny's Place. And they have tried to, deliver them to see how they will handle scenarios, especially as it relates to business. We know that it's quite difficult to do business in Nigeria. You have so many external factors that affect your business, and then you have things that are just beyond your control. And so, but we move. And so we are waiting for the team from the background to tell us how the vote is going. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Okay, so for our viewers, please attempt the questions, the quiz that have been posted on our social media handles, and you will be well appreciated. So just answer the questions, and our people will reach out to you. So for those that are watching on your screen, the question is displayed on your screen. The questions are displayed on your screen. So we have question 2 now. Flour mixing technique. For soft cake texture, which mixing method they carry correct for sponge cake? A, is it screening method? B, is it whisking method? C, is it rubbing in method? D, is it morphing method? If you be real baker, this one no suppose start for you. For fans and viewers that are watching at home, this is your own opportunity for you to also participate in this show. Answer these questions on our social media handles. The results are going to be in any moment from now, and then we will know who is going home with the 100,000 naira tonight. Stay tuned. We are still on 100,000 up for grabs. Our winner will be announced very, very soon. We still have another question for the viewers quiz. Viewers quiz, question number 3. It's still there, so try and grab your own copy now. This one, they talk about temperature wahala. If your buttercream dey melt for hot weather, which one is the best quick fix? So is it A, add icing sugar, B, put am inside fridge for 10 minutes, C, reduce milk and liquid, D, add cornstarch. Let's see who understand heat management. So I know that from our viewers, we have some people who are also bakers, and so it's an opportunity for you to also be part of this. We have questions. These questions have also been posted on our social media platform, so you can attempt these questions, and then our team will reach out to you. Okay, now can see some very funny answers. We have a lot of bakers here. Both the international one and the under the roof ones, all of them dey here. Everybody they test their power. It's all good. So our contestants are still with us, and we are looking forward to get the results of the voting, and then we will know who will be going home with 100,000 naira tonight. We appreciate all our viewers. Thank you for your comments. Thank you especially for those who are attempting the quiz now. Keep it coming, keep it coming. You can never know. You don't know what is coming. you know. So we're just waiting just a few more minutes. Results are being collated. writing.
Answer ẹnìkan ni.
The rights are being, the results are being collated for the contestants competition, but there's also the viewers competition going on our social media handles, and you can be a part of it. While we are waiting for the results for the contestants, so that we know who goes home with the 100,000. All right, thank you very much for staying tuned. For the fastest finger, for the viewers quiz, we have the winner for Instagram. Fastest finger on Instagram is at KST Honey and at MC Flaky at Makupo. So these are the fastest fingers that we have on Instagram at KST Honey and MC Flaky and at Makupo. So thank you very much and congratulations. The Sabi Oga team will reach out to you. So I have information that the results for our contestants are coming. We are going to announce that soon. So for the fastest finger for YouTube, fastest finger for YouTube is at Rahim Abosede at Rahim Abosede, and for Facebook, fastest finger is at Mojisola Adedoyin. Mojisola Adedoyin. So congratulations to uh, our viewers who have been selected, who have won the quiz as the fastest finger for this viewers competition. Thank you very much. The Oga Sabi Challenge team will reach out to you shortly. Thank you very much. Now we have the results are in. This is the time we have been waiting for. This is the time we have all been waiting for. So I want to thank our contestants, Jenny's Place, and also Jumine Concept for participating in this show tonight. I believe that for this show, everyone is a winner, and for those that have participated, I know you have won one way or the other. And from our viewers, if we have anyone who is interested to participate, we have so many categories. We have barbers category, we have tailors category. We have so many businesses that we can have their category feature on this program. So if you would like to participate, or you know someone who is into business and that you want the person to participate in this show, please send a message. Just type Sabi Oga and send it to 0803 481 3353. 0803 481 3353. So if you know anyone who is interested in participating as a contestant on the show, just send a message. Send Sabi Oga to this message, to this phone number is showing on our screen right now. And then people will reach out to you, and then we will see what category you fall in, and then we will let you know when that category will feature on this program. So like I said before, our contestants, the both of them are winners today. Both of them are winners for even participating here. And I'm sure that they must have had additional followers on their social media handles, based on the number of viewers that we had. We had massive viewers who joined us on this program. And it's also a form of exposure for them, for the participants, for the contestants of today. So we thank the two contestants that we have today, and we appreciate you for reaching out. But like winner takes it all. So based on the results of the votes that have been casted on all our social media platforms, we have a winner. Yes, our winner for today's show secured over 80% of the votes on all our social media handles. And so the winner for today's show is for Sabi Oga Baker's category is Jumai Concepts. Jumai Concept is the winner for today's show. She got over 80% of the votes casted. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So Our winner for the show today is Jumai Concept. We appreciate Jenny's Place also for participating. We are sure that if we invite you another time for another contest, you can still have the opportunity to win at another uh, time. So we thank you very much for coming today. And we say congratulations to Juma Concept. You have won yourself 100,000 naira today. Today's top fans on our um, social media handles. We have top fan stuff for today. We have Ajetumobi Roots Adewumi, Babalola Alice, and Muturayo Adelekon. Those are our three top fans, who were the most active on our social media handles. We appreciate them. We thank them for this. Um, Thank you very much to all our viewers. Congratulations once again to Jumai Concept. In the next couple of minutes, you will receive your alerts. And we want to thank everyone who have supported to make today's show a reality. Thank you very much for joining us. See you again another time when we bring another episode of the Sabi Oga Challenge. And remember, like we say, skill plus sense is equals to standard. That is our motto at Sabi Oga Challenge. Skill plus sense equals to standard. And we encourage all our artisans to continue to give their best and continue to bring out standard jobs at all times. Thank you very much. On behalf of all board members of Way of Works Nigeria Limited, who are the owners of Sabi Oga Challenge, I want to appreciate everyone for joining us. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Bye for now.